Hey everyone, Spooky Ben here. I went to Western Virginia again, part of my job, and decided to film some more places. Where I went this time, there seems to be a lot more interesting things to look at, not just old houses. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and over the course of a couple days, got out and filmed a little bit, and gonna share some of those with you right now. So there's this old abandoned church down Mineral Lane outside of Gate City. And I can't show you the inside of it because unfortunately people have put rather racial and inappropriate symbols and phrases inside of it. But to see this beside the road, lean forward, out by the creek, it's just an old rustic church that probably was thriving back in the 20s or 30s. It looks like something you would see in a movie. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little old church that I passed by, and right beside this creek, so I'm sure there was baptisms and the like in there. But yeah. So again, I notice a lot of these old houses are like in pastures now, that the current owners of the property have turned these houses into possibly the animals can go in there during winter, or just blocked it off for whatever reason. But nonetheless, a lot of these places are behind fencing or whatever, and again in pastures, fields. And I find that interesting that they wasn't restored, they wasn't built back or whatever. They're just left there more or less, again, in pastures and fields amongst cows and donkeys and horses and whatnot. And I just find that interesting. So, this house right here, it's got the usual white paint. A lot of them have white paint. There's no real color or anything, at least now, many years later. And you've got kind of the same farmhouse style, 2 stories. Usually on property, there's like a little watershed or something. Always a shed, always a barn nearby, because again, these are farmhouses. But, again, they're just creepy. They're spooky. I would love to go there at night. With my job, I'm able to travel, in these areas and find these places and photograph or film if it's within legal or safety and all that good stuff. But anyway, it's cool to see these things. So I started experimenting with stuff, getting into things and whatever, just trying to find more, not necessarily answers, but to see what the world has to offer a little bit more. At this stage in my life, I'm just looking for more things. And I kind of got into doing sigil magic, like chaos magic or whatever. And, it's like one of those things, is it going to work? Is it not? Is it a matter of faith? Is it a matter of, it's just fun, to draw a little sigil or whatever and hope something happens or manifest it or whatever. So that's what I'll be doing here in a second, is doing a little sigil and burying it in the ground. I've lit them on fire. I have a pot that I put them in, and every now and then I do it. And I just something I do now, and I've done it in the past, and I enjoy it, and it's a little fun thing to do. Maybe it'll come true, what I put in there, and it's fun to experiment with such things, like, is this gonna work? Does this work? Or whatever. So let's do a sigil while we're here. So what am I gonna want today, or wish for, or manifest, or whatever word you want to put on it? Don't know yet. Let me think about that. So I thought of one. Let's see. And I'll make a statement as if it's already happened. I will have less stops tomorrow. Make it an easy day. So I will have less stops on my delivery route. Okay, so that's a vowel, that's a vowel, that's a repeating consonant, vowel, vowel, repeating consonant, vowel, repeating consonant, repeating consonant, and repeating consonant. So far what I have, W, L, H, V, S, T, O, P. Okay. I said that slowly because I'm having to look at it and like make sure. But let's draw the symbol here. That will be our symbol. And I'm doing this holding one hand with the camera and the other, of course, writing. But let's see here. Okay, that's the symbol that I've drew with all the, now to draw a perfect circle. There's my little sigil with the letters afforded to me. Now let's charge it by burying it. Well, take it out and then bury it. So I've taken it out and I've put it, wrapped it with this leaf, folded it, and then wrapped it with the leaf. So now I found a little snake hole. And this is on the property, so, you know, this ain't like on government where it's gonna trash up the place or whatever. But yeah, you know, hopefully, you know, I'll have less stops tomorrow. I've had, you know, for my route quite a bit, but hopefully it'll be less tomorrow and have an easy day. If not, that's cool. So yeah. So again, back to these houses, there's so many more. You don't realize how many abandoned places there are in the mountains of Appalachia, and I'm sure other places around the world, but in Appalachia, that's just sitting there rotting away, but they're cool to look at. They're art in its own, in a way, and I really enjoy seeing them. Glad I can see them, glad I can share them with you. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope there's a little magic in your life that comes true, that things work out in your favor, if they're good intentions, of course. And thanks for coming along with me on this late episode, but I've enjoyed it, and thank you. Later.